Welcome to Movie Bitches. Da, 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 ma, RuPaul's Drag Race, Season 10, Episode 5.
Man,
I feel like a drag queen.
Oh.
Sorry.
So, first things first, the second that Ru told us that Shania Twain was going to be on this episode, we said, oh, they better be lip syncing to Man, I Feel Like a Woman. And oh boy, did they!
Yes!
It was everything I wanted.
First, second things second. Shout out to our wine sponsor, Wink. Trywink.com/moviebitches. You get $20 off your first month of wine. Also, please, we're almost to 30,000 subscribers. Click that subscribe button. Click that thumbs up button. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram, so many different places. It's amazing. You can have Movie Bitches in every part of your life. Buy our t-shirts. It's all great. Just Movie Bitches everything. Thank you to our Patreon subscribers. You are getting this early if you are $5 a month or more patron. That's exciting.
So, Dusty Ray Bottoms has gone home.
Yeah.
I feel like she would have done good in this challenge.
Oh, I think so. Because I really liked her in the dating.
Yeah, and anyway, she's gone. I'm sad. I thought she had more to show, but what are you gonna do? And then everyone's kicking on the couches, and Asia is obviously feeling very insecure and starts talking about how
not a single person, not one time this entire challenge, ever came over to me at my station and say, hey, are you cool? Do you need anything?
And yes, that's not great, but I don't think anyone was doing it in a malicious way.
No. Did she ask anyone for help?
Right. Because
they all asked her, I'm assuming, it seems.
Well, and I thought she was really enjoying, she was really like, I feel like the mom of this week. Oh, I'm drag momming everyone. Oh, yes. Mother hen, and oh, I'm so happy to help. And that was lovely.
Yes.
She got waylaid and
carried
should
away.
have focused more on herself.
Yeah.
That's what mothers do.
That's true.
They give everything away to their children. And so I think it was just her sort of lashing out because she was like insecure and embarrassed because it was like a sewing design challenge.
I think 100%.
Fucked it up, and Miss Cracker says,
when you give a gift, you have to give it freely. You have such a strong front. You never look like you need help. All of them would love to help you.
So everyone's kind of like, girl, what are you talking about? And Asia is just like, fine. And I guess this is a competition.
If it's a competition, then.
She basically is like, I guess this is a competition then. I was like, yeah. Wait, what have you been doing?
If y'all want to just compete, we can just compete. It's no tea.
Well, then the game is on. Competition, let's go. And I was like, yeah. It's episode 5. What's happening? What's going on? But I was like, good. If that gave you the fire, under your ass that you needed,
you're not going to, the gloves are off, sure.
It seems like every week somebody, like last week, Monique was like, okay, girl, then the lights are on. And I'm like, why isn't everyone just already ready to play? But it's fine. It's great.
I will say this. Miss Cracker really impresses me often with her like maturity, mediation.
I feel like either her parent is a therapist or she's been to therapy.
Yeah,
she really knows how to be like, let me calmly and unbiasedly explain what I feel like is happening.
Exactly.
And I think you could learn
I'm going to
from
make
this.
these observations that hopefully will help you. And you're like, yeah, this is constructive. Good job.
Good job on you. Great. Unlike the Vixen, who decides this week that her ultimate tactic and payback for Eureka is that she will just ignore her.
So instead of giving her a lot of negative attention, I'm going to ignore her. And that's going to drive her crazy.
We all know I'm just happy to be here.
And it'll drive her crazy. Turns out Eureka really didn't give a fuck.
No, didn't really work as well as she thought.
Just like,
neither did her like, oh, I'm going to put her with Aquarian. That's not going to go well. And it's like, well, it worked really well, actually. The mini challenge was kind of strange, but the pit crew comes in with these army duffel bags with apparently a bunch of army...
Oh boy, should they have had silly hats. Yes. Oh, if they'd come in and it was like an officer and a gentleman situation.
Ooh. Oh my god.
One of them carried the other one
That'd be so silly. Also, or if they were like in bandolier, is that what it's called?
Oh, bandolier. Yeah,
bandolier
with the bullets.
But instead bullets with like lipsticks that then they got to choose from. I don't know, something nonsensy. That'd be silly.
More nonsense.
More nonsense.
I'm here for more nonsense.
Particularly with the mini challenges. Yeah. I always just love a mini challenge that's just nonsense.
Well, and I'm happy we're getting a mini challenge every episode. Very excited. I think it's great.
I do too. I love it.
They each get a duffel bag full of fabric.
We never saw any of them like unpacking their bag.
It was camo fabric. I think it was like a basic training without the actual weapons. I'm not
Sure.
sure. It was a silly challenge, and they have 30 minutes or whatever to get into drag and do the most fabulous army-themed drag. Anyway.
I mean, I was really, if only they had more time, I was really waiting for, like, Asia to turn it into, like, a Troop Beverly Hills, like, transformation.
Oh, yes.
Right?
Yes.
I would have loved that.
Full yes.
But then, obviously, there wasn't
With
enough
the
time for that tailoring.
sleeves and the tailoring.
Yeah.
Yes. And then they have to walk down this, like, USO runway.
Yeah.
I mean, I love it. I love the silliness.
Yeah.
It's so fun.
Yeah. This one was just harder to judge a little bit for me.
They all had similar fabric to work with, you know, so it was like everything was a little samey.
A little bit.
No
here
one,
and there.
like, stood out like, oh, man, you really turned that into a lurk, you know?
Sure. No.
It wasn't that.
Not
but
really.
Asia comes out, and she has a lot of fabric. It was a lot of just, like, fabric everywhere. And I was like, okay, fine. There was a lot of them that I was like, that was fine.
That was
I don't
fine.
know. And then Aquaria comes out, and she just looks like Sharon Needles.
That was crazy.
It's like, oh, Sharon's back.
Sharon Needles is here. I mean, no. I was going to say if she did that for Snatch Game, and then I caught myself. Because, one, it's already been done.
By
No, she did.
not Milk. What's her name?
Max?
Max. By Max.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, by Max. Also, 2, I don't like it when they do other drag queens. And
Yes.
3, I don't think that Aquaria could really pull it off.
No.
Because she doesn't have Sharon's dry wit.
No. Well,
Kind of.
she's dry.
Way harsh.
She's growing on me. I
Yeah,
like Aquaria.
I do
think
too.
she's fun.
I do too.
She
She's-
doesn't quite have inflection.
No.
And the wit isn't super quick.
No. Well, it's funny because a lot of people pointed out about last week where
Yes.
I was like, she didn't do like a Shangela thing. And they're like, but she did. And watching it back, I guess she did say like, you fucking bitch and like whatever, but it didn't. It was
didn't land.
so, no, it
No.
was so like not there for me that I didn't even click.
Yeah.
Everything I have worked for, and I built myself from the ground up. Right. You fucking bitch.
I agree, I'm growing on her, I like her.
I like her a lot. I feel like she doesn't create moments
No.
with her comedy. Like
Yeah.
she doesn't like have a moment
Yeah.
or whatever. Where
Yeah.
she with her looks,
Oh,
she
yeah.
creates a moment.
Yeah.
You know. So
she needs to
anyway.
learn her timing a little better.
Yeah. Well, and then we get Rue like sort of reading.
Right.
Like they clearly had to write like a paragraph.
She earned her stripes during Operation Trippin' Balls, where she risked her left silicone titty to save Honey Mahogany.
Rue was reading them rather lethargically.
Exactly. Like,
She
oh,
seems
do
like
I have
she
my
has
reading glasses on?
Allergies or something. Something. Her eyes seem watery. She seems a little snoozy. Maybe these back-to-back seasons are getting to her too.
Maybe.
Monique comes down the runway and this was so stupid. I loved it. I mean, I didn't love it. I don't know.
It was at least funny. I liked
laughed.
both Ms. Cracker and Monique had these stupid grenade
They had
earrings.
grenade earrings. She came out with the grenade earrings and she had cut the pants into chaps-ish. I don't know. She was like serving me a story as she walked down the runway. It made me laugh.
Yeah.
And Miss Cracker kind of was the only one that made clothes that looked like clothes.
Yeah.
She had like a big circle skirt and a crop top, and it was very her silhouette. And then the Vixen, I don't remember her outfit at all.
No.
I think she won because she was really responding to like everything that Rue was saying in the speech. She would
Yeah.
like do something, and she was really
Exactly.
like making a lot of energy. And
She made moments. And she'd written those moments, but that's very smart of her to then
Yes.
do it. And like she wrote it so that she could have very
Something to
clear,
do.
simple things to do on the runway. And it's like, that's smart. That's
Yeah.
very smart.
And then we get Blair in what I thought was probably the worst look.
This seemed more construction workery to than like
She has like
military.
a yellow oversized t-shirt on and shorts that were covered by, and then she put fabric all around the boots so they looked really heavy.
Oh, that was fabric on the boots.
Yeah, like around, like she gave herself hooves. I didn't love it.
No.
But I did actually really like, so then Cameron comes out all muscled.
Yeah.
And she looks like some stripper version of like Guile from Street Fighter, and I was like, yeah, I don't know. She had like the Cobra, or what was it?
There was like the crazy goggles.
Yeah, like wasn't it the Cobra and G.I.
Yes.
Joe was like the bad guy,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
I keep wanting to say Sphinx, but that's something else.
Yeah.
Sphinx.
Sphinx.
But anyway, yes, the Vixen wins.
Yes.
And she gets to choose who's on whose team.
Yes.
She chooses Asia for herself.
Yep.
And she pairs everybody off, and really the only people she's trying to be shady to
is Eureka.
Is Eureka and Aquaria.
And Aquaria.
Well, when Rue announces that the Vixen is going to get to choose everybody, comes to Eureka, she goes, oh, fuck.
Oh.
But it wasn't really that shady. You know, I mean, I don't think everyone was pretty good. It was interesting to me that she didn't, there wasn't really much strategy, I don't think.
It's weird, because, like, if it was, in my mind, I'm like, oh, like, when they said, oh, the Vixen gets to pick, I was like, oh, shit.
Exactly.
She's gonna be crazy. She's gonna put Aquaria and Miss Cracker together. Ooh, watch that mix around. Maybe she just didn't think about it that hard.
She didn't. And it didn't matter. And I think that's fine.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be, you know, Game of Thrones. It's fine.
No, but with the way the Vixen is coming so hot, I thought she was gonna be more shady.
I thought so too.
But whatever.
So the maxi challenge is they have to do, in pairs, they show up on the Bossy Rossy show, which was silly. This was silly.
Yeah.
And so then they assign each team a different, like, scenario skit.
Segment,
yes.
like what's gonna be their
thing to talk
play
about.
off.
Yeah, yeah.
And Monet and Cameron get, like, My Freaky Addiction.
Right.
The Vixen and Asia get, why are you so obsessed with me?
Yeah. It's not my fault that I'm so popular.
Blair and Monique get, I Married a Cactus. Which made me laugh.
I mean, that was just silly to begin with, you know.
Yeah,
and then
it's already
like,
silly.
yeah,
It was
yeah.
like, oh, good.
Aquaria and Eureka get, I'm a sexy baby.
I'm the sexiest baby.
Baby.
No, I'm the sexiest baby.
No, I am.
Do you know where to get a smoothie around here?
Oh my god, I don't know where to get a smoothie at all.
Do you know where to get a smoothie around here?
I'm sorry,
I'm sorry, I didn't hear what you said.
I said I don't know where you'd get a smoothie around here at all. I'm so sorry.
Oh, okay, thanks so much.
Yeah, no worries.
I love that movie.
In a World was a really good movie. I thought that was great.
I did too. And then Miss Cracker and Mayhem are my crazy fear of pickles.
Which was silly. I mean,
this was silly, and it gave them a lot of opportunities to play off of stuff.
I thought all of the setups were very good.
They were good.
I think each of them had equal opportunity to, like, do something with them.
Yes, I agree. So then in the workroom, they're kind of discussing what should we do? And Asia and the Vixen are like, well, so it's like someone who's just copying the other person and whatever. Yeah. And they're like, this is just Ms. Cracker and Aquaria. We should just be them.
We could be really, really shady and just be them for real.
I was disappointed in the long run because it felt less so like they were actually doing that storyline.
No, I mean, I thought, it seemed to me like they were literally going to be like, and my name's Aquaria, and my name's Miss Cracker, which I feel like would have been weird too.
I think that would have been weird, but they could have just done...
They could have been shadier specifically to Aquaria and Miss Cracker.
I agree.
And been like, people keep calling us twins and it's not true or whatever.
Right,
and like,
exactly. Like, we've already seen stuff in the workroom.
Right. Like, why weren't they like, I wore a yellow dress and then she wore a yellow dress. I mean, they were wearing yellow dresses.
Right.
But they didn't like...
But you need to be less subtle with that reference and that shade. Right. I mean, the other problem I think, though, is that that's funnier for an audience now watching the show, but not for the judges.
And not for
anyone in the live audience. You know, they're not going to get any of those references. No. So you have to make it really funny on top of that.
Not even in just this group, but like across the board, the like specific drag queen references that they made...
Fell flat with the audience.
Flat throughout. They were like... Okay, so when Monet comes out and says, well, Latrice Royale.
Yeah, right.
You know, everyone's like, what?
My good girl, Latrice Royale. And, you know, I stopped by, I brought her cake for her because she's a queen.
And then we get, I mean, Monique is giving me everything in the confessionals. I am obsessed with her confessionals. They're so funny.
Yes.
She's just like,
give me a mic, America. She will work.
She will work. Monique is like clearly very comfortable with all the improv or whatever, and Blair, I feel like is comfortable with acting, but less so with like improv. Yeah. And so Monique comes up with this idea that like, oh, we should have a safe word. So if I am like steamrolling you, you can let me know, and I can like back off or whatever. I think.
Which I don't know how well that worked.
I mean, it did. I mean, she was just like, then I'll steamroll you even more.
Exactly. I guess it helped her, like, it helped Blair at least...
have something to say.
Well, exactly. That, like, keep her from just being like... Ugh.
Maybe it was more like, oh, girl, I'm drowning. I'm drowning?
Drowning. What is that?
Drowning.
That's like a thing in a movie.
Is it?
Yes. Where she's like, she keeps saying drowning, and it's like a fake, it's the wrong thing.
Is it from me?
I think it's from Addams Family Values.
Help me! Help me! I can't swim.
Yeah.
Help me, I'm drowned. Is she saying drowning?
Maybe not.
I'm drowning!
Help me, I'm drowning.
Blub, blub, blub.
I'll be the victim all your life.
Maybe it was a way for Blair to indicate to Monique, like, oh, I can't think of anything to say. You're gonna have to like pass. This
Exactly.
is me passing the ball.
Yes,
Maybe
yes.
it was more that, but it,
Or a little both. Like if there's a problem, Vanjie.
yeah.
Which is so silly. I love that just Miss Vanjie is just popping up
Right?
nonstop, and then we get the runway. We'll talk about it.
We'll talk about it.
Vanjie.
That's the safe word.
Vanjie.
So then we get to the, taping of the Bossy Rossy show.
Yes, in his Sally Jesse Raphael glasses. I was like, oh, good, more Ross screen time. But it was okay.
This was better for me
better.
than like him on the runway.
It still wasn't fabulous.
No, I would have preferred
was
someone
sort of-
else who's fun. Like, give me different voices
Give
and
me
people.
Ricky Lake.
Yeah,
This show, I'm into it.
so into it. If she was just like, welcome to the Ricky Lake show or whatever.
I mean, it would be amazing. Welcome to the Ricky Lake show.
The Rookie Lake show?
No.
Too much.
Nope. It's Darien Lake and just doing
Darien Lake
the
doing
Darien
Ricky
Lake
Lake.
doing Ricky Lake. The Darien Lake show.
Maybe.
So anyway, yes, we get to the main
Yeah.
challenge.
First is Blair and Monique
Yes.
doing their I Married a Cactus. And so Blair comes in first, and I thought she did this like when she was on her own.
It was fine.
She was good. She did well. She's like, oh yes, I married a cactus and whatever.
Oh, we met at the country club.
Yeah.
This is Lloyd. Hello, Lloyd. He doesn't talk much. Okay.
She was giving me a good character.
Yeah.
Was it hilarious?
No. Yeah.
Was it a self-realized, fully formed character? Yeah.
Yeah.
So that worked.
Exactly.
But then Monique comes in and just,
Well,
steals
before
the
they
show.
cut to like the
God.
backstage.
Oh,
you know,
but
like,
backstage we have someone else who's dating your cactus.
I mean, what cactus could resist?
What cactus could resist this? She was so funny. Just from the beginning,
Yeah.
I was like, oh, good.
Yeah.
Loving this.
Yeah.
His fiance.
Excuse me, fiance, what?
The ring.
This is the ring.
Mine's is bigger.
Look, you little bitch.
Mine's bigger. And whatever. And then she's just like talking to the cactus, just like, oh, really? Mm-hmm. Oh, you don't have anything to say? Nothing? Oh, okay. Okay. And pulling the cactus closer
Yeah,
like it's
yeah.
mine. There's a lot of prick jokes.
Oh, yeah.
Which were funny, but also stupid.
Yeah,
I
but
was
that's
like,
the point.
that's
I mean,
the
I don't
point.
know. I thought this was really
I
funny.
mean, at a certain point, they just start yelling Vanjie, and it's just Vanjie!
Vanjie!
Oh, you think I'm Vanjie?
You're Vanjie! And then Monique, I don't know, I mean, I guess this must have been planned, but Monique snatches
her
Blair's
wig.
and she just has her boy hair on, and I was like, oh shit, and then Blair snatches Monique's wig, and she has another wig on!
It's like, yes! Oh, bitch, you thought you were gonna snatch my wig? Guess what?
Oh,
I got
ready
another
for
one.
that.
Brilliant. I'm brilliant.
This was the sketch I enjoyed the most in
think
its
so.
entirety.
Yes. I'm trying to think of like, because, you know, on the Jerry Springer show, they used to be like, Jerry,
Right,
Jerry.
yeah.
And so I'm trying to think of like, Bossy
Bossy, Rossy, Bossy, Rossy.
So next up was Monet and Cameron with My Freaky Addiction. And Monet comes out, she's addicted to eating hip pads.
Yeah, she looks great.
This was actually my favorite look of hers
so
far on the show.
Yeah, yeah.
I was so into this with this big braids coming out. I mean, it was like really
the
good.
boss necklace and like I was like, yes,
oh,
bitch.
do more of this.
Exactly.
Like, I think she thinks she needs to do glamour.
Right.
And she doesn't have to do glamour.
No.
You know what I mean? Give me a story, an idea, and like look like fierce, and I'm
This
here.
was the
I'm
most
into it.
polished look that she's served us.
I think so. I really liked it.
Yeah, I did too.
A sick queen who is addicted to eating her own hip pads. Ugh.
I'm just thinking about the. I'm pretending to be furniture lady.
I am addicted to pretending to be furniture. I think it's something I've just loved doing all my life.
So Monet comes out. I loved her look, but she didn't seem like she had a lot of confidence.
Oh, I stopped by. I brought her cake for her because she's a queen. And then I got a little whiff of it. Oh,
No, she started off kind of okay, where, you know, she brings the angel food cake, and I thought there was going to be a cake made out of
hip
pads. It was like, oh, I started my own line. It turns out I'm not the only one addicted to hip pads.
Exactly.
Everyone else loves them too. You know, and it's like...
It's my secret recipe.
Exactly.
It's my sweat. Whatever, you know, like, 'cause it's her hip pad.
Sure.
Something. That totally fell off a cliff.
Yeah.
I had to rewind it. I was like, wait, is that supposed to be a cake or hip pads? I still don't quite know.
No.
I think cake?
And she
why?
chose that, or was that a prop given to them? Was that like the whole thing?
Or did she ask? Yes, she should have sold it and been like, I'm in chat rooms, I found a bunch of other people that are also obsessed with this, so I put in my secret recipe and I've been selling them like hotcakes or whatever.
Yeah,
and she's
I love
like,
it.
I'm proud of it now, you know, like
Exactly.
it's not ruining her life or something. It could have done some angle with it. Anyway, it didn't really work out for her. And then Cameron is addicted to smelling tucking panties.
Yeah.
I thought this was good. It might have been like good for Cameron because she's not the most like ostentatious and loud person. I really think Cameron's coming out of her shell, and I'm really liking her.
Yes.
More and more.
I also liked this look.
Oh my
I thought
god,
it was
this like
fun.
NASCAR
Yes.
white trash, like it was good. I was into this look.
I was too.
I thought she did a lot with her voice. And I thought she stayed in character really
Yes.
well. You know,
Yes, I
she
agree.
was reacting and talking with Ross and sort of keeping the energy going.
Yep.
Hello, baby. I just want to say we're going to get through it together.
No, we not. You nasty.
She already catching an attitude.
I didn't really love their interactions together.
No.
It seemed like they didn't really plan anything out of
No.
like what's some points that we can, you know, introduce or...
Well, it was weird, like, Cameron was sort of taking it as like, oh, girl, we can, like, help each other and bond over how we both have this freaky addiction.
Right.
And Monet kept just being like, girl, you're gross, you're weird,
Right,
ew, or
yeah.
whatever. I was like, oh, was that the angle? You know, it didn't make a lot of sense to me.
They should have picked one and like planned it out a little bit better, I think. But then I also, like, I don't know, I was so on Cameron's, like, cocaine sniffing, like...
I mean, at least she was doing something.
Yes.
Like, Monet could have been like, oh my god, just I'm
Yeah, she didn't really eat.
You know?
I mean, she had like a couple...
Not really.
I needed more.
She wasn't really doing anything.
No.
Where Cameron, I felt, was at least doing stuff.
I agree.
Well, and she started with this sort of like southern drawl, and then by the time she was like really getting into it, she's like, oh, it's so good, I love it so good, or whatever. I thought she was having fun.
Yes.
And I thought,
yes,
I was
she
like,
definitely seemed like she was having fun.
I can smell it
I'm
from
sorry,
here.
I do want
God, that's good. That is not good. That is nasty.
So the next was Mayhem and Miss Cracker in I Am Afraid of Pickles. And
I'm scared to death
Oh,
of
excuse
pickles.
me. I'm scared to death of pickles.
Or it should have been that.
I'm deathly afraid of pickles. I don't know. Well, and that was, I think, part of the problem that they talked about in the judging.
Yes.
Mayhem seemed more just disgusted by pickles. Like, oh God, I can't eat pickles.
Like, or
right.
whatever.
Oh, indigestion. Not like, oh my God, if a pickle is within 8 feet of me, I will freak the fuck out and like, you know, like I would have liked some feet on the chair
like,
and just like, you know, oh my God, I can't.
Don't touch me! Don't touch me!
Oh my God, Maury! You said you didn't have any! Oh my God! Do you see that thing have?
I wanted someone to be like, how do you feel about cucumbers?
Sure.
Is it the pickling that bothers you or the shape? You know, like I wanted them to get into it.
When Mayhem first came in, I liked her look and I liked her personality. She had like this kind of fun character, and then
she was acting like the person that got invited to the show that didn't know they were getting an extreme makeover. You know,
Totally.
like
Yeah, I'm
and
so
all
excited
of your
to be
friends
here.
decided that you're a disaster, so they signed you up for the show or whatever. So she comes out sort of like, I can't believe I'm here. Oh my God, I love this show.
I cannot believe I'm here. Oh, Bossy Rossy!
You know, and so that was like fun, and then she needed to have that turn of like, what have you done? You know?
exactly. Wait, there's pickles here?
I'm telling you, I will kick your ass. Get the off!
I can't. I have to go. I have to go.
I have to go. We have to leave now. I have to leave. We have to leave now. I have to go.
We have to go. I have to go. We have to leave. So yeah, I think she could have done more with it, obviously.
Yeah.
And then Miss Cracker comes out as
Dr. Dill.
Dr. Dill.
Stupid.
It was so silly. I thought this was really funny and probably the most sort of cerebral, I guess.
Yes.
But I did think she could have been more Jewish.
Well, she wasn't Jewish at all, and I was so bummed because at least in the thing, she's like, oh, when I saw there were kosher pickles, I knew she had to be a Jew.
Yeah.
And she was giving us like this whole, you know, Long Island Jew.
Right.
And I was like, here for this.
Like,
I was
yes.
like, I want some old Jewish mother who's a doctor.
Yes. Dr. Laura.
Right?
Real judgmental bitch, you know?
A doctor of what we don't know. A doctor of pickling, perhaps. Who knows?
I think it would have been funny if she had come out not in the pickle outfit.
Yes.
And then been like, we're gonna try something, some sort of new age therapy. I'm gonna put the pickle outfit on.
Is there anything you'd like to say to our little clown friend?
Please don't kill me.
No.
Even if she had like kind of like a babushka, like a shmata, like
to then reveal
to like around
I'm
her head.
actually a pickle.
Exactly.
Because like when she was like, I really am a pickle, I was like,
are you? You're wearing the same thing. You just took your glasses off.
I could tell you were wearing a pickle outfit the whole time. So was this supposed to be a reveal? I wasn't sure.
I was unclear about that.
I'm not just dressed like a pickle. I am actually a pickle.
But if she had like a lab coat covering it,
Totally
and just
covering
like oh, I'm like an old lady with my mask or whatever, and then it's like, just kidding, I'm actually a pickle. And you'd be like, what? And then Mayhem could really freak out and react to it and be like, oh my god! You know, like.
There's something I need to tell you. I'm a pickle.
Exactly. What?
No, just kidding. I'm just a cucumber. It's fine. Oh, okay.
Oh, thank God.
Oh, thank God.
Oh, thank God.
She did do, it was funny, you know, she had the whole box with like,
oh,
use
yes.
your hand to do this box or whatever. Isn't there
What
a hole in the bottom of that box?
Absolutely.
You know, that was all very silly. It's a banana. I think it should have been a cucumber. I'm not trying to harp on the cucumber thing, but I think it would have been funny.
That actually would have been really funny.
Right?
It's like, no, it's not a pickle, it's a cucumber.
Oh, I thought this was definitely the quote unquote smartest.
Yes.
You know, she had a fully realized idea and like a plan. And
yeah. I think if
it just wasn't hilariously laugh out loud funny for me.
No, if they had worked a little bit better together in figuring it all out, I think it would have landed better.
Yeah.
If Mayhem had more to work with, like she didn't have enough to really keep up the other end.
Right.
And so for me, that the whole skit didn't do as well as like I thought Monique and Belair did a really good job of like playing off each other and like having a thing that made sense.
Mm-hmm. Like the best parts of those 90s talk shows are when they like surprise someone like, oh, it's surprise, you know, surprise guest, whatever. And
guess what? We did a DNA test and your father is here.
And he's a pickle, you know. What? It was a cucumber, it's fine. It's fine.
Shut up.
So next up was, why are you so obsessed with me?
There were going to be girls in their bathing suits.
The Vixen and Asia are doing the why are you copycatting me, stuff like that. The Vixen comes out and was just sort of whiny.
I was so confused by this.
What is the name of the queen who is obsessed with you?
Oh, I don't know. It's like Asia or something stupid like that.
It was like shy, whiny.
Yeah.
It's like, oh,
she should have
I don't know. She just doesn't. She copies everything that I do, and I don't know. And
If
I'm like,
she's
what?
like the quote-unquote Regina George, you know, like the queen bee, she should come out with this fuck-off attitude, like, I'm the queen, I'm the best.
Yeah, that was kind of part of the problem, is that they were like, we want to do this Aquaria, this cracker thing, but Ross is introducing us as like, oh, she's obsessed with you.
Yes.
And it's like, maybe at a certain point you have to just be like, you know what, that would have been funny, but I don't think it's going to work. Let's do, like, some obsessed Ali Larder, like...
Ooh. Yes. The funniest part of the Vixen's performance was when she starts breaking up and cracking up and
and telling people that I have a pet pig.
So she's baking for it.
She was like really loving that joke.
Yeah.
It made me laugh how much she was laughing at that joke.
I agree, but then it really, she couldn't get it together.
Oh no. So then Asia comes out in the same outfit.
Right.
I mean, the Vixen was talking in the confessionals like, oh, you know, I was supposed to scooch my chair and then she was supposed to scooch closer and then I was supposed to do, you know, this
flip
with my hair
and
then she was going to do that.
That certainly would have helped.
It certainly would have helped and given them more interaction.
Yeah.
Because it was like, what's going on? And then that she's like, well, if you're gonna pretend to be like me, then I'm gonna change. And she
Right.
takes off her own wig, and then
She
Asia.
struggled a little bit, and then she had a brown wig, and then Asia's like, haha, me too.
They could have incorporated like a costume change too. That would have been good.
That would have been good.
She's like, fine, then I'm gonna change my outfit. Me too.
They needed to solidify their ideas, and I think the problem actually, unfortunately, was that they tried to do
They got wrapped up in being like, let's be shady to Aquaria and Miss Cracker,
Yeah.
and not like, let's actually rehearse this and like come up with an idea. Because apparently they didn't even tell Miss Cracker or Aquaria that they were doing it.
No.
So it was like, well, who are you being shady to then?
Right.
If you're not playing mind games with them and like being shady on
Sure.
purpose,
Then what's going
going
Because
on?
are they ever going to see it?
When
Not until it airs?
Because I thought, oh, are they going to show it on the
On
runway?
the runway?
Like, clips? No,
No.
they didn't. So I was like, okay.
Yeah. Huh.
That's weird.
So it's like kind of a bummer that they stuck to that.
Yeah. So then last and not least
No.
was Aquaria and Eureka being sexy babies.
Now, I will say this.
Mm-hmm.
They took a different interpretation of sexy baby than I
What
would
did
have
you-
done.
Oh, okay. What did you
I would have done sexy baby, where it's like in 30 Rock.
I'm a very sexy baby.
They went literal. I mean, there are people that like dress
Definitely.
like baby, and like that's a thing.
Totally.
When I see Jess wearing diapers, I kind of feel indifferent.
And instead of just like, I'm a girl, but I get what I want because I'm a sexy baby.
Yeah.
They took it full baby, which I think was the right choice because it's over
That's
the top.
true.
It's
That's
a talk
true.
show.
I was. Oh, hello. Hello.
Because it was weird too.
Well, this is what was
Aquarius starts talking in like baby talk.
And then
she's like, thank you, Was. You're so nice. You know, whatever. And then just abandons it.
Completely abandons it, just starts talking normal. And I was like, well, that's weird.
Yeah.
When did you start living as a sexy baby?
A couple of years ago, I've recently come into my sexiness, I think, as a baby.
It was like, she was like, oh, I pretend to be a sexy baby for my husband. But it's cool because now I'm just going to talk like a normal person who's dressed like a baby. That was weird.
It was weird.
I don't know. She was kind of just doing Aquaria.
Yeah.
And it was, she kept up with Eureka for the most part, and she was playing with her, and she did a good job. But I don't think she pushed through past to, I'm doing a character.
I liked the little...
Oh, the reveal of the pacifier
yes.
pasties?
Yes.
I was here for the pacifier pasties.
Definitely.
She had a lot of ideas. I think they really worked out. And then I'll do this, and then I'll do
Yep.
this. Like, they had things to do.
Yep.
There was a reveal. Oh my god, when she comes out, so Eureka comes out in full baby outfit, and I was like, yes, girl, with all that wiggle, you get it. And she was like, I'm gonna be body positivity and just go for it. And I was like, yes.
I loved it, yes.
I loved it.
I'm shaped like a fat baby already, so why not give them like legit fat, sexy baby?
Yeah.
So she comes out and she's just owning everything, and she tells a whole story about how, like, well, my husband left me for a literal baby, and then I had to do this, and then it's revealed later that Aquaria's been dating him. You're the baby he left me for? Like, that was all really funny.
That was really funny.
Oh, so you're the baby. Don't you tell me that he pushes you in the stroller, baby.
They did a really good job of
Yes.
planning out an actual story
Yes.
for the skit. And it's like, we can improv moments or
Yes.
whatever, but we have this general arc that needs to happen.
Yes, like in reveals, and like we know the beginning, middle, and end.
Yes.
And I thought they worked really well together.
I agree.
Playing off of each
I
other.
agree.
I did think that Aquaria was going to call her baby Huey. And then Eureka like throws a full
Oh,
tantrum.
yes.
It's just
This
like,
was...
That was really
That
funny.
was really good.
It's just, I feel like they could have each gotten out a pacifier or a bottle or something, and
I would have liked
what
if they
Ross,
both...
Oh my god, if they had planned it and Ross had been like, oh, here, calm them down, and gave them each a bottle, and they could be like,
Yeah, yeah.
Now I'm imagining like Eureka swaddling Aquaria. Carrying her off stage. I don't
Too much.
know. It's
but I would
too
be...
much.
Drag
but-
is not a contact sport.
Well, no, they would be agreed upon.
Well, that's true. Agreed upon
It wouldn't
carrying.
be a surprise swaddling.
That's a hashtag.
So, we get back to the workroom. The Vixen is still talking about the fight with Eureka. Eureka,
Yes.
at least in the editing, seems to be like, well, anyway, that happened. It was like crazy.
It didn't seem to be bothering her too much.
Apparently not, but the Vixen keeps talking about it, bringing it up. People are like, well, girl, if you're bothered, go talk to her. They're kind of like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, get over it.
Have you and Eureka made up? No, I'm ignoring her.
Vixen.
Once my beast is out, it takes a good while for me to put it back.
Mayhem was like, all right, I will be the mediator.
Yeah.
Let's get this together. We need group therapy. Please talk to each other.
And this was like a nice moment, I thought, where
Yeah.
they kind of really talked it out and like figured out why each of them, you know.
They each kind of told their side. Eureka is basically like, I spent a lot of time quieting my personality because of bullying, and I really sort of shut myself down. And when I found drag, I could be as big and loud and boisterous as I wanted to be. And so I know that gets on people's nerves and that gets in the way, but like that's me just like expressing myself and just being free. And then the Vixen kind of says a similar thing where she's like, when I first started, I was like kind of shut off too. I didn't really want to be as loud as everything. And then I was like, set myself free.
When somebody pokes the bear, that's why it goes 0 to 100. Because it is still new for me and I don't know how to get to 50.
You guys are more similar than you think. You know, like that's clearly why you guys don't get along.
Yeah, yep.
You have similar problems. Maybe just work it out. Talk to each other. Be friends.
We'll see. We'll see. So, quick commercial break, and then we will be back with the Runway and Lip Sync and Untucked.
Ru comes down the runway in this glittering silver. I mean, I actually ended up really liking this.
Yeah.
It was like peplum, 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 peplum.
It was kind of like someone took like a silver garland and wrapped her like she was a Christmas tree. You know,
I
it was like
this was like engineered very well.
it was.
Interestingly.
That was what was the best. It was like when you really looked at it, you're like, oh no. Like this is someone had to like plan this out.
Like the hem, the uneven hem, and the way it cinched at her waist.
Yep.
Like it was still flattering, even though there was a bunch of fucking fabric everywhere. And I thought her face looked gorgeous.
Yep. The white wig.
This looked like Fairy Godmother.
Yes.
So the guest judges are Carrie Preston.
Yes, who I know from True Blood.
She's like been in everything.
Sure.
She's like that lady that's like in everything, and she's in an episode of everything. And
Sure.
I'm like, yeah, you're great. Love it. And then Shania Twain.
Yes.
Shania hates mayo.
Shania hates mayo.
I'm bummed that you don't watch Broad City because there was a Shania Train episode where she gets her like lifelong wish of getting to be Shania Twain's personal trainer.
To train Shania Twain.
Yeah.
Man, I feel like a smoothie.
I love that show.
Oh my god, that's amazing. It's absolutely funny.
But so that's what I thought of with this.
I loved Ru is just like, and look under your seats. Shania Twain's new album now.
I like that they gave one to Shania Twain.
No way. No, I wasn't integral in every piece of making this, but no, that's great.
So category is denim and diamonds.
Diamonds.
Oh, Mr. Beauregard.
Oh, I do declare, Mr. Beauregard.
Declare, Mr. Beauregard. You are you.
First on the runway is Monet Exchange.
Yes.
And while I like the idea of this, the
Mhm.
fit was really off.
I agree.
The pants should have been way more tapered.
Yep.
I liked it from the waist up. I thought this is the best hair she's ever had. I thought the top fit nicely with the fringe sleeves. But then it was like, oh, this was a problem.
It was a little bit of a problem.
It was so long. The pant was so long and wide. It gave her like horse hooves.
Yeah, it was like, oh. Well, maybe that was an intention. It was like cowboy, you know?
It just didn't fit.
It didn't. It was close, but no cigar, which unfortunately is how I felt about Monet
A lot of times.
a lot of the time this
Like,
season.
oh, it was good, but
Yep.
just not quite there.
Exactly. So the next was Cameron Michaels, and I really liked this.
I
She
thought
came
she
out with
looked
these
really pretty.
Oh, she looked really pretty. I liked the hair. I mean, it wasn't big enough to be Dolly.
I like the hair. I think it could have been bigger. That was
Yeah.
my critique of most of the girls this night. I
Sure.
was like, it's country.
Big
Where's
hair.
the hair?
Yeah.
So it was a little flat for me.
Sure.
But I thought it looked really pretty.
It
and
did,
Her face
it
looked
did.
gorgeous.
Yes.
Her
Her
tits were
tits,
just out.
yep.
It was like, I'm Dolly.
Yeah.
Even though Dolly would never wear something that low cut.
No. They'd be heaved, but not.
But
Yeah.
modest.
Yeah.
Heaved but modest.
The Dolly Parton story.
It's true.
But I liked the design of this dress. I thought it was
cute.
Yeah,
you know,
it looked
she had
really
the
nice.
high-low hem.
Yeah.
I thought it was cute. I liked it. So then next on the runway was the Vixen.
Yeah.
In this chapped mermaid skirt, which I didn't know I needed in my life.
No, but I really liked this.
I thought this fit really, really nicely. It looked very well made.
Yep.
Once again, I think her hair could have been bigger.
Sure. Yes, actually, hers
in particular. It was
yeah.
very small. This was a really interesting outfit.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah.
I really liked this outfit. And I think it might have been what saved her from being in the bottom.
Absolutely. Certainly a factor.
Yeah. So the next was Asia O'Hara in this like shredded, fringy
denim dress.
Yes, with a cape. I liked this a lot.
She has this huge shoulder padded to the floor coat on.
Yeah.
And I was like, yes, what's happening with this? I think maybe she should have had it buttoned or closed more, revealed the fringe, and then taken the coat off and done a little spin in the fringe.
Sure.
Because it kind of swallowed her up a little.
Yes, I
agree. It was a bit heavy, and I was kind of like, I can't really see your silhouette.
Ooh, that would be really good. Take the coat off, give me a little twirl, and
Give
then
me a little donkey kick.
and then and then toss it over your shoulder and drag this huge ass motherfucking denim coat behind you.
Yes. Next on the runway was Aquaria.
Aquaria.
Activia.
I like that.
In this sort of ballet ice dancing denim outfit, I wasn't obsessed with this.
Wasn't obsessed.
It looked really well made and expensive and like in Untucked when you saw all this
The detailing of the...
I was like, oh, that's really detailed.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I didn't love the silhouette. It really looked like a dancing outfit.
A little bit,
you know,
yeah.
with that high neck and the...
Well, and then the bottom of the
sort
skirt kind of like a
feathered-
tutu-y...
That's a ballet.
Yeah.
It was like a costume, like a dance costume.
Sure.
You know, and I was just like, well...
Okay. Yeah.
My look on the runway is inspired by Denim and Diamonds meets glitter and grease.
And then she made a reference to Greece.
Grease is the word?
Greece is the country. Grease oil stains on the bottom of your denim. I don't know.
I didn't know.
Still don't know.
It kind of looked like she was gonna break into I'm holding out for a hero in
Ooh.
the night. I forgot the lyrics. But
Now if she
you know what I'm saying.
dropped from the ceiling and did that.
Oh. Shit.
I need a hero.
Wow! I mean, that...
Denim diamonds. Oh, you know what would have been really fun is if someone had diamond earrings that they took off and like tossed.
That was very Silence of the Lambs, and I didn't care.
No, these have always brought me luck.
I know, but it went very like...
No.
But anyway, I mean, it looked gorgeous, but like something about this wasn't the most fabulous I've seen from Aquaria.
Yeah. So then next was Eureka O'Hara. The detail on this was spectacular.
Stunning.
I mean, it took us, we had to pause and be like, wait, those are all rhinestones? Holy fuck balls, those are all rhinestones.
Yeah, she has this Elvis denim jumpsuit on.
Yep.
I loved the like one curl down the front of her
Yep.
head. It was reminding me of, there was some like children's story about a girl with a curl on her head and the mangoes.
Okay.
She ate mangoes. Do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
Okay. Do you know what I'm talking about? There was some rhyme or book or something about a girl with a curl
And mangoes.
on her forehead and they were eating mangoes. Did I make this up?
I don't know.
I feel like it's right.
Ooh, mango sounds good.
Oh, love me a mango.
Or some papaya with lime.
No, mango. Mango all the way. You can't have
Have
the
the mango.
I thought Eureka looked beautiful. I
Yeah.
thought, again, this fit great.
Yeah.
She really knows how to tailor something just for her shape.
Yes.
And I thought the wig was fun. And I just thought this was really cute.
I agree.
And I liked it even more because it was kind of a change of pace.
Agreed.
It was a little bit samey. And
Yeah.
then it was like,
Oh, it's a little different.
So then next on the runway was Blair St. Clair. And I really liked her head.
Yeah.
I was like, yes! And this giant Delta Burke hair, yes. And then the rest of it, I was like, not so much.
Not as much.
I was very excited about the big hair and the big stupid bow. And then it was just like kind of a tube skirt.
Yeah,
And,
yeah.
and like an open jacket with a glittering bra. This just I didn't know where she's going. Like, you're not really wearing this on stage as like a performance look.
right.
You're not really wearing it out in public because you're just wearing a bra.
Right, a glittery bra.
You're not wearing this in the bedroom because it's like business adjacent.
Yes, a certain country performer could wear this on stage, but like...
It's one of the like early in the set looks.
Sure.
Before you get to the real fabulous ones. I don't know. This was a little simple for me.
I didn't love this. So then next is Monique Hart, who comes out with this denim vest and these big old diamond crusted boots.
Well, they weren't boots. They were just pants.
Oh, really?
I think they weren't connected to her shoe.
Oh.
They were like chaps, but just the pant leg.
So leg warmers?
Yeah.
Diamond crusted leg
But
warmers?
unlike Vixen's leg warmers last week, these fit great.
Yes.
And they were diamond encrusted.
Yeah.
This was a mess, but once again, she sold it.
Oh,
I was
yeah.
eating it up, and you can tell me I'm
Yep.
biased, and I love it.
I loved it. I had so much fun. And so then she takes off the denim vest, and it's like, I'm like, okay, yes. I don't know what giraffe has to do with anything, but okay.
Giraffe, safari, denim, cowgirl, rhinestone. What? I mean, I laughed really hard, and then later we find out, oh, this was the best. Later we find out that she thought it was a brown cow material.
Now, I will say this. When she said that,
yes.
I was like, oh, you know what? She's kind of right.
I saw it and I was like, oh, brown cow, stunning.
Because giraffes are like larger, they're like kind of like pentagrams.
Right.
And this was not, when you looked at it, it wasn't that. It was a little in between.
I died laughing. Oh, I thought this was brown cow. Oh.
Now, I will say this.
Yes.
If underneath that denim vest, she had like a cow hide, like a...
That like awful furniture
the hair,
that
like,
people
yes,
have.
like the rugs, like a cow hair rug or whatever.
Yeah.
And like real tailored crop top or something. Oh, yes.
And a cowbell necklace.
Yes.
Moo cow, moo cow.
I have a moo cow, a new cow, a true cow named Caroline. Moo 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 moo.
Oh my God, yes.
Ding-a-ling-a-ling.
I didn't realize it until this moment, but all I needed from Drag Race was more cowbell.
So anyway, this was all over the place, but something about Monique really gets me. I mean, I certainly didn't think this was the best look of the night.
No. And as soon as she came down the runway, I was like, oh, so she's not gonna win.
I was like, oh yeah, so she won't win the challenge, but she'll still be in the top because she was fabulous.
Yes.
So
yeah.
great, and that's what happened. So it's like, cool.
Absolutely. But I had fun watching her come down the runway.
She always gives me a performance.
She is an entertainer.
She will work.
Yeah.
She will work.
So then, next on the runway was Mayhem Miller in this, like, toddlers and tiaras. I was excited to see color.
Yes.
But on the other hand, I'm still not sure that's denim.
I still don't think it's denim.
Do you think she just flat out lied?
No, I'm sure she didn't.
She was like, this is denim. So I'm sure it is, but it didn't read, which is a problem.
Yeah.
It just looked real cutesy.
Part of me really liked this, where I was like, if she had played up like the going to a hoedown and they're gonna have a barbecue, like...
Or play up the toddlers and tiaras thing.
Sure.
And be gross about that. It was very well made.
It was.
It looked really
Yes.
intricate and detailed, and it fit her. You know, it was very good, but it was like, oh, I've kind of seen this.
Yes. So then next was Ms. Cracker, looking like Wendy's.
Oh, she did look like Wendy's. I went straight for Pippi Longstocking.
Of course. Who's Pippi Longstocking?
Pippi Longstocking.
Someone Mel Gibson never put it.
She's got this like pink ladies jumpsuit on that, you know, really was cute and fit well.
Yep.
And then she smiles and has these buck teeth.
Yep.
This was really, really fun and cute. And I thought this was more what I want from her.
I agree. This gave me a lot of her personality.
Yeah.
And I thought that this was a good combination of like her shtick
Yes.
and polish.
Ru is picks out all the safe girls and
Yep.
says you can go back, and she's like, but Cameron.
Is there anything you'd like to say to Shania Twain?
You were my idol.
Do
Do you have something you want to say to Shania Twain? For a second, because she took such a long time to be like, Cameron, do you have something to say about how you and Monet performed?
Right,
Like,
I was like very confused where it was going.
What's happening?
Because I don't think they've ever done anything like this either that I can remember.
Not that I can remember, where it's like somebody who was safe and I'm going to give you a moment to then be like, oh my God, I love you.
Yeah, right?
I mean, maybe she had just been talking about Shania Twain for weeks.
You are probably one of the reasons that I am here today as a drag queen.
Well, thank you. The pleasure's mine.
Look what you did, Shania.
And Shania Twain is just like, great. I'm happy to be here. Love it.
Glad I could help. Thanks.
And the Safe Girls go back, and we were pretty much right in our predictions. Yeah. Monet and the Vixen and Mayhem are in the bottom.
Yeah.
And Eureka and Miss Cracker and Monique are in the top. And
She finally got to be in the top.
Even though she seemingly thought she wasn't. Remember when they got back to Untucked?
Oh, yeah.
She was kind of like, I'm not in the top, but she was.
She was definitely in the top.
But then the best part about the judging is that Monique is talking about how she came up with this great concept. If Blair or anybody, our safe word was going to be Vanjie.
Yes. Oh my God.
Vanjie. And so then, I don't know why specifically Michelle saying Miss Vanjie. Miss Vanjie. Ru was losing her mind, and I loved it.
Yep.
Miss Vanjie. Miss Vanjie. Don't you start with me, Michelle.
Yep. Well, then I love that Ru's safe word is Shaka Khan.
My safe word is Shaka Khan.
She gotta work Shaka Khan in there somehow.
I was just going to say, this is very confusing now about the intro for that other season because, I mean, she might have been trying to get them to cut for hours and they just weren't doing it.
I sit down with the ultimate all-star, Shaka Khan, and stick around for my interview with Shaka Khan. Coming up, the iconic Shaka Khan. And let me tell you something good. Shaka Khan will be here. The ultimate all-star, Shaka Khan. Shaka Khan. Shaka Khan. Shaka Khan.
Maybe she was in danger. Coming up, Shaka Khan.
Shaka Khan. Shaka Khan.
Shaka Khan.
Shaka Khan.
Shaka Khan.
I could definitely use more of Ru cracking the fuck up because it might be my favorite thing.
Absolutely. It's really fun just when they're having fun, silly nonsense. It makes me happy.
So Eureka wins.
Yeah.
And Monet and Mayhem are in the bottom. And I was like, ooh, this could be a good lip sync. I'm excited about it. So then they get to lip sync to Man, I Feel Like a Woman by Shania Twain. So excited. The lip sync starts. Monet's doing a lot of
motorcycle
revving of her motorcycle.
Okay, she's giving. She tosses her hair off.
Going out tonight.
So she tosses her wig off like right away.
Immediately, yes.
And she has this short little red wig. And I mean, she's giving me biker chick realness. So
she's like the wild one. Yeah. She was doing it for so long.
For so long.
So then, most of my notes for this lip sync are, then Monet did this.
Yes.
Then Monet did this.
She definitely pulled out all of the stunts.
She was like smoking a joint. She's spraying her hair with 2 hairsprays. Made me laugh.
Yeah.
Because we were both like, how is she going to lip sync in this full outfit? And then
she tears it off. She shakes her titties, you know, like, oh, I'm a wild girl, whatever.
And then at a certain point, she's like waddling around with her outfit around her ankles. And then she's like licking her pussy, just doing all of it. I feel like
she felt her puss down deep in her soul.
Deep down in her soul. I just thought this was so fun, and I unfortunately don't remember much of what Mayhem was doing. Like,
she did a good job.
Perfectly cute.
Yep.
Lip syncing. She wasn't doing a lot.
She wasn't doing a lot, and I think when we saw it Untucked, it seems like she'd already resigned herself to going home.
She did.
Which is kind of a bummer. I would have liked more fight from her.
Yeah.
I would have loved to have seen her do some kind of, like, you know, hoedown, kicky, like, country line dancing realness.
Something. She didn't give up by any means, but it just certainly wasn't like a full out lip sync for your fucking life. You know, it was just very, very good.
Yeah.
And then the girls in the back are just
screaming.
Oh, it was good.
Yeah, they were living for it.
This was a great lip sync.
It was a really good lip sync. This whole season has had really good lip syncs. This week on Untapped.
So Untucked was pretty uneventful this week.
For the most part. They talk about, you know, dicks and tucks and who, you know, how big is your boyfriend's dick? Girl, I'm not going to tell you that.
I think Asia was having a lot of fun.
Yes.
Messing with Cameron.
Yes.
Cameron, what makes her drizzle?
Other than Venezuelans that are on the camera. So Venezuelans are like at the top of the list.
I can't with her.
Just asking.
Venezuelans?
Oh, so Venezuelans.
So Venezuelans is really what gets your goat. That's what gets you going.
So Venezuelans, huh?
Mm-hmm. Cameron's like, I am not tucked because I am wearing these. And she just has these like spiky nails on it. So they're sort of having a nice kiki.
Yeah. Then Asia's like, so who do you think should go home?
Oh, right. And she was the only one that was right.
She was the only one that was right.
She was like, Mayhem hasn't been showing me it full out.
Yeah.
She hasn't been showing me the fight, I think is what she said.
I think you're right.
Has not given me any fever.
Yeah, so then the top and bottom girls come back. Monique kind of thinks she's in the... I don't know if she necessarily thought she was in the bottom, but I think she thought she wasn't in the top.
Yeah, maybe.
Monique is in the top. No.
Somewhat. I think Asia is like, oh, Mayhem, you seem pretty like happy or like in a good mood.
Yeah.
Probably being in the bottom, like what's going on with you? And she's sort of like, well...
I thought we did amazing, and I guess that's why I don't look like I'm like upset or scared or anything, because I'm just like, hey, you know, it is what it is.
I finally let go this week, and I was
Had
having fun, and I wasn't as in my head and stressed out, and I'm literally, my anxiety's been through the roof, and this has been, I think she's been trying to get on the show for so long that she had expectations about what it would be.
Yeah.
And she put so much pressure on just getting on the show that she didn't really think about what it would be like to be on the show.
That's fair. What I'm really pissed about is that next week isn't Snatch Game.
What the fuck?
So we keep losing all of these queens. There's only going to be 5 people on Snatch Game.
I don't think Mayhem would have really turned it out for Snatch Game, I have to be honest.
Probably not.
Well, it has to be the week after next, or else that's madness.
That would be 7, though.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, they're going to do a 7 queens?
3 on top, 4 on the bottom.
Sure.
Kristen Chenoweth. Monet is having a really hard time. She's very emotional about it. She's feeling very down.
Yeah.
She is like, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I feel like she needs to be listening.
I agree.
I really feel like I'm just doing well, and then we get to critiques, and it's like, you're the worst drag queen in the world, sit your ass down. You know what I mean?
She needs to listen and really try and grow. Well, what else could I be doing to step up my looks, to step up my makeup, to step up, I mean, not that her makeup's bad, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
She just could increase her fit and finish and polish, and I think it would suit her really well.
Yeah.
You looked at me and said, today I had the most fun I've had since I've been here.
Right.
And
It was so
that
fun.
actually made me like think for a second. I was like, so did I, actually.
Yeah.
So then Blair says to Mayhem, like, oh, well, you saying that you had fun really helped me realize, like, that I was having fun and that I need to be having more fun. And, like, I thought that was kind of cool, you know.
Well, I feel like the more seasons that come, the more pressure, the more I have to be perfect, I have to be polished, I have to be this. It's a narrower, like, target.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And so I feel like they should, like, and just be having fun with it. You know what I mean? And not everybody has to win. And it should just be like a
just have fun and show and do your best, and
Yeah.
and that's all you can, and hopefully you go far by doing your best.
Mayhem goes home. She's very emotional about it. I think she was too in her head about just getting on the show.
Yeah, I think maybe.
But she seems like she's in a good place about it.
Which is great.
And I love that she walks out in a full, all of her luggage is on like a handcuff.
Yes, just bare, like, giant things.
I'm just like, I don't have suitcases.
She tosses the hat.
Oh, yeah, shouldn't have worn a hat.
Silly.
So anyway, I thought this was a good episode. All
Yeah,
in all.
it was good. The skits were really fun.
Funny. Nobody was like a disaster.
No, and that's what's nice is when it's like, oh, these are all fun and funny,
Yes.
and so it was fun to watch.
Yes.
I'm excited for next week.
I'm excited about the season. I'm having a really fun
Still
time
really having a good
watching
time.
this season.
We hope you are. If you are, like, subscribe, share,
Share. Ho. Mine's more of a goat.
Oh,
Right, that's a llama.
A llama face.
Llama face. Cheers.
Wazoo.